hello. I'm going to sit in my chair right now while I do a review. Oh, excuse me, I burped. I just realized it's nighttime. I forgot it was nighttime. Yeah, so this is my review on the first Transformers movie from that's the finale to the first that's kind of a tie-in to the original Transformers show. It's kind of it ties into the original continuity of the original Transformers show. And Transformers, the movie, is what I give, what I'm reviewing. From back in the day, the originally animated Transformers movie. I give it a 10 out of 10 because, well, it's as good as X-Men The Last Stand, and as in poor taste. And stupidly written, but competently visually executed, with great animation and a killer soundtrack. Oh, speaking of killers, they killed off Optimus Prime in this movie. I personally like Revenge of the Fallen more than this Transformers movie because Optimus Prime, he didn't got as quickly executed in the movie. When Michael Bay executed Optimus Prime, it felt less like shock value than when this movie did it. And the reason why I compared this to X-Men The Last Stand, you know how a lot of people will complain about when the first X-Men movie came out, they killed off Charles Xavier and Cyclops and all the iconic, and they didn't really they killed off important characters, and the ones that they did kill off, they didn't really feel like they got much screen time, or really that much time to develop. But they got cool moments here and there. But they got killed off way too early on in the movie, and probably would better if they just didn't kill them off. The movie probably better for it. And is what the Transformers, the animated movie, tried to do before X-Men The Last Stand did it. Transformers, the animated movie, made this ambitious decision to screw with fans. I guess, to kill off so many love Autobots and Decepticon characters we like from the show, and just kill them off. Even when they don't get as much screen time as they do in one 20-minute episode for Autobots and for Decepticons. I'm just saying, it tells me how much the makers of the film really cared about the Autobots and the Decepticon fighting each other, when the movie focuses when the characters that are used to focusing on Optimus Prime and him being the leader in the gang, uh, taking his commands, is now in going after the Decepticons and fighting Megatron and the Decepticons. You do see that in the first 15 minutes of the movie, I guess. Or the first 2 seconds of the movie, or first 5 minutes of the movie, I guess you see that. But it kind of feels like that's not what really what they want to focus on. They want to just destroy all of this, what you want to focus on, and focus on the new shit. Well, I know this movie also kind of reminds me of the first Transformers movie. You know how we wanted to focus on Optimus Prime and the Autobots and the Decepticons going at each other, and from their point of view. But instead, we got Sam Witwicky from 2007 Transformers movie. We have him focus on him. Well, you see, once you kill off Optimus Prime, the main character and main mascot of the franchise, in the opening scene of the movie, after the opening scene of the movie has already taken place, and Optimus Prime is mortally wounded and on his deathbed, doesn't come back from the dead all. I hear he comes back in the series, but I haven't seen the final season of Transformers. I stopped watching the show after I saw this movie. Well, once I found out Optimus Prime isn't, the original Transformers, I stopped watching the original Transformers once I saw this movie. And didn't continue on with the later seasons that came out after the first movie runtime. In the timeline of Transformers saga. I haven't seen the later seasons that came out after this Transformers movie that takes place after the movie, where they bring Optimus Prime back. I haven't seen that. I heard about it. I heard they brought Optimus Prime back, but I haven't really seen any episodes, actually. You wanna know what this has in common with X-Men 3, The Last Stand? This feels like a rush script. A half-baked rush script. But it was fun. Which is more when it's basically more than what I can say about the M. Night Shyamalan Last Airbender movie. Is why I can say why I can give this Transformers movie a 10 out of 10. Because I like this movie, and it's more than what I can say from M. Night Shyamalan's Last Airbender movie. That's also a half-baked rush script, I say, of a story for its final product. 2010's Last Airbender movie from M. Night Shyamalan. Directed and produced, and I think written by him. That's way too much creative control. Now, the reason why I bring this up, because even though that movie is a half-baked, shitty movie of a story, The Last Airbender from 2010 versus this Transformers movie. The reason why I can hate that movie is because that movie has nothing good going for it. The Last Airbender movie. And don't you forget that the movie has nothing good going for it, is what I have to say. The Last Airbender movie from 2010 is why I can hate on something like that piece of horseshit, but like the first Transformers movie that I reviewed, the animated movie. And the animation is phenomenal, very well directed, and great soundtrack, great voice acting from the cast of the movie. Everyone does a good job. So yeah, I enjoy this movie even though it has its problems. I still give it a 10 out of 10. I give it a 10 out of 10 because I don't know how I could have done better. I just feel like it could have been longer, maybe. I just feel or maybe they could have gone with a different script, maybe. I don't know. The reason why I give it a 10 out of 10, I don't know how they could have made it better. But I think they could have made it better by going with a different script, but I don't know. What the heck? I'm going with this. The point is, the reason why I give this a 10 out of 10 because I like that Transformers Optimus Prime voice. He voice is irreplaceable. I say it as Optimus Prime, and that's why I think I like this movie mainly because I get to hear his voicing that Optimus Prime, and I enjoyed all the other voice acts, but I really enjoyed him the most. That's why I see this monkey see-do premise of a plot of the Transformers movie from 1980 something, I forget the year. I'll put it right in my title of my video. Okay, why I give this movie a 10 out of 10 because I love this movie. Even though it has its problems that I listed off in this video. Okay, that's my review on the Transformers movie. Now I'm going to advertise my content by saying, hit the bell first, hit the subscribe button second, and that's how you get subscribed to my content. And hit the thumbs up to like this video, and thumbs up on my old videos when you check them out. Okay, goodbye, good night.